All right, so now, finally, well, first of all, a heartily welcome to Germany for all of you who traveled from international. Heartily welcome to Nuremberg and Embedded World and to the congatec press conference. Yeah, some of you may know me. My name is Christoph Wald. I'm with congatec Marketing Communications. As you can see, we have a lot of people here at the podium, and which means we have great news, we have big news, and we have quite a lot of news. Last year we stated that embedded means much more to us than just computer on modules. Today we are taking just another step and many other steps forward as we have doing throughout the last year. We think nowadays of us as the home of embedded computing, and how we will fill that we will show you now in the upcoming press conference. Before we begin, I would like to introduce the presenters to you and who will guide you through the topics. First of all, starting with our C-level team, which is now complete. We have, of course, Dominik in the middle, our CEO. He will tell you all about our business strategy. Then we have our Chief Operating Officer and CTO, Konrad, at the booth, at the podium. He will teach you about the aReady and aReady COM and the new product launches. Torsten, he is our new CFO. He will tell you about the business numbers and our outlooks. And before I hand over to Torsten, I want to heartily welcome Michael Riegert from Kontron, who will provide the Kontron view on our partnerships. And I say we have different partnerships. You will hear most likely a lot of things about this from Dominik. And we have Peter Müller from our Customer Application Center. He will tell you a lot about our new aReady Your Services customization services. But now let's head on to Torsten. Please welcome him now at congatec and the press conference.
Great. Yes, thank you, Christoph. Yeah, one of the rare opportunities to speak before the CEO. I had to seize it, and that's why happy to be here. Freshest member of our C-level team, and I'm really happy joining congatec as a group. Great growth in the past, and this is right jumping into the numbers when you see how we developed over the years and what significant growth we had on the revenue side. It is really good to see, and there's much more to come in 2026. When I look at our budget and our plans, we really want to grow further, and what is the basis for that is one of the highlights of 2025 is that we acquired the Kontron module business. And what you see there, the acquisitions, one is the Jumptec, the standardized computer on modules pioneer from Kontron. And it's really good that we have 18 new product lines with Jumptec. At the same time, of course, we are granting all the customers of Jumptec still the unrestricted access to all the products, services, established ordering processes, and so on. And we also open up our product lines, of course, for the Jumptec customers. So it's a great new setup for us in the world. And talking about the world, you see it as well. Part of the acquisition was also the Kontron Americas Modules LLC and the Asia Embedded Design company. And it's now really good to see that we have a new Malaysian team there. It's 23 specialists there, taking care of R&D, taking care of designs. We are planning to expand that in Penang, and I'm pretty sure that also Dominik and Konrad will touch this, what the plans are there. So that means, looking at our group right now, we are now more than 500 employees globally. And to be precise, it's 515. We're very proud to have this huge number of people working for us and dedicating their work in our success. And so Looking forward, as I said already, we are planning to increase our revenues, increase our footprint with our new products. So Dominik and Konrad will present you especially where we want to go when we talk about Software's Panther, when we talk about aReady and so on. And with that, I hand over to Dominik just to speak a bit more about our plans.
Thank you, Torsten. So, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon almost. Happy to be here and to tell you where we are going. To make it short, hasn't changed much. What has changed is that we are now the undisputed #1 in computer modules, by far. I mean, if the two biggest players in the market merge, you know what's going to happen. So next guy down the road in sort of volume on computer modules is less than half our size. So that gives us a very comfortable position in terms of market share. What are we going to do with it? We, of course, want to give our customers better access to technology. I mean, our mission always has been and is to enable the ease of embedded computing. We want to enable our customers to use embedded computing. To do that better now is we will offer them a wider range of products. Konrad will tell you a lot about that. So that is really the one thing which you see immediately. If you look at what we offer now as a line card, is much wider than what we ever had. If you look at the recent launch of the Panther Lake for Intel, I mean, it's the widest launch we ever had. There's never been so many module form factors with a new CPU ever on the market from anyone. So that's the power we are going to play out in the market, obviously. Of course, if you're at the size we are now, you wonder how you grow further. Because once you're sort of getting in that size of market share, but we are having, it's harder to actually gain market share in an organic way. So we will continue to work with partners, and we will, of course, extend our strategic partnerships to address different markets. As you know, congatec only does computer modules. That's what we did. That's what we're going to do. And this focus, a strong focus, helped us to grow the way we did so far. Going forward, of course, we also want to have our customers to use their computer modules in different form factors and systems and whatever. That's why we have Michael here from Kontron, because we have a very intensive partnership with them now, how we actually address the system markets with our modules without doing it ourselves, because we will not be able and we can't actually build up this market our own. So that is one way we're going there. Of course, we are also looking for other ways to address different markets with other partners, and we'll learn more about as we go. The other thing, which is a sheer consequence of the current political and global situation, is we need to go local for local. We have to supply to our customers, integrators locally in all regions on the globe. There's not anymore a way like we had it over the last 20 years that you have a customer sitting in Germany or in USA or somewhere and you just supply to him. They all integrate their products for the various global markets locally in these markets, and they need local supply chains in these markets. And you actually need even diversified technology chains to these markets to serve them well. That is a strong route we are taking. We can already now supply in all the major markets our standard technology. You will see us diversifying more on technology actually to be more adherent to the various markets. Again, the partnership we do with our great partner Kontron, but also with other suppliers, where we are trying to address these markets and actually serve our customers best. Today, we can actually serve our customers always at the area where they want to integrate. And if they want to do it at multiple places on the globe, we are able to do that. And that will be a strong strategy going forward to circumvent all the troubles you see on the earth. And as we can see, they will not go away very quickly. The last bullet you see in here is actually, for us, the most important technology development. Moving up the value chain doesn't mean for us not that we want to go into the system space in terms of boxes or whatever. But if you see and walk through the fair and see that what everybody is promoting is AI, the big possibility we have on the market, the good chance for all of us to solve a lot of the problems of humanity is actually to use the vast capability provided by AI, which basically allows everyone to come up with a program. It's not any more specialized engineers who can program devices or computers. Everybody can by way of a bot. That is a way for us as a global society to solve a lot of our problems. Yet, if you look at the embedded devices, it's super hard to get this programming know-how transformed into a device which one of our OEM customers can deploy. So we are on the journey to actually enable these technologies which are arising. I call them programming technologies. I think that's more appropriate than AI. But this massive advance of this compute technology to actually bring it, this whole power of all the people programming it into devices. That's the journey we do. We started last year with aReady, and we are adding layers and layers to that to actually be able to bring that power, this new technology power, into the embedded market and enable it for our customers. That, I think, is the most important part of our story going forward. If you think of our partnership, of our landscape in terms of leadership, you'll find us now everywhere on the globe. I mean, you heard from Torsten already that we span off offices in Malaysia. We are now having a very strong presence in Asia, and of course, we have a super strong presence in the US, as we always had. That we will expand on, and today, actually, we see a large growth in non-central, not European regions for us, which is obvious if you look at what the global economy is doing. Highlight there is actually that you see all the dark dots that we can really manufacture on almost any region today going forward. Together with Kontron, we can actually address the market in a way which we were not able before. There's nobody left in the market who can supply embedded systems and embedded compute all designed in Europe. Really, I mean, at least on the scale of high-performance computing where we're all strong at. If you want to have a high-performance compute box and you want to have it made in Europe and designed in Europe, made anywhere, we're the only two on the globe who can do that. That is a partnership we really strongly built on. It's both on design side of the system level and on the compute level, but also on the make side where we manufacture. So that combination actually helps our customers to get a engineering which is really focused and based locally here with all the security, data protection, IP protection, whatever you get with that, but be able to deploy it worldwide. We will hear many more of that from our friends from Kontron and also, of course, from ourselves. If you think of what we think is the home of embedded computing, I think I'll let Konrad to explain that to you.
Yes. Thanks, Dominik.
Yeah. Also a warm welcome from my side to our CC Embedded World press conference. It's the first time on Embedded World together with our colleagues from Kontron. I think it's the first time we had it on a SPS, but it's welcome, Michael, to our press conference. So congatec, the home of embedded computing. We're extending our leadership, our global leadership, by including further offerings and new partnerships, partners like Kontron and others to our portfolio. And we're adding also further silicon vendors, especially to our aReady.com. So we had integrated last year Qualcomm as a new silicon vendor, and we will work on further silicon vendors in the future to make our portfolio broader and to bring it to the local for local strategy as well. As mentioned by Dominik, we would like to supply customers in every region based on their needs, based on the requirements. And every region, every area has specific requirements on CPUs, on technologies, on IPs. And this is something we would like to enable also on aReady.com. And of course, we are working on new software partners, operating system partners. We have qualified also Kontron operating system as one of our operating system suppliers. And we are working on further software components which we would like to add onto different pillars of aReady VT or IoT in our strategy. On aReady VT side, we have integrated the real-time systems hypervisor in our congatec portfolio with Conga zones, to make clear that we have different security levels and different separations of hardware, segments of hardware in our systems. We have an own secure bootloader, which is developed based on a certified development design process, also for software parts, which is TÜV certified for IEC 62443 already. We did it last year also for our hardware design process, and this year we did it for our software. And on aReady IoT, we have ported and integrated our IoT software stacks and tech stacks towards the ARM environment. First with Qualcomm, as it's quite new and as it's quite close to the Windows environment, and secondly on the ARMs, on NXP and TI. So our portfolio, our software building blocks and tech stacks you can get for x86, and you can also get for the ARM environment as well. And we are launching also an embedded world, and we launched, I think, last week's aReady Yours as the fourth section, and Peter will give you some further insights on it. It stands for customization, for full custom designs, for doing these customization projects, for doing these local projects for our customers, and of course for consultancy and helping the customers find the right solution for his work. We have now an increased engineering and R&D team. You have heard about it, about these Jumptec colleagues, about the new team in Penang. What we are doing with this? So we have here the launch of the new Intel Ultra Series 3, codenamed Panther Lake, which we did a few weeks ago. And you can see it now. It's a very broad phalanx, a broad portfolio. We have launched 5 different modules on 2 different standards. And you can see what we can do now with this R&D capacity. It's the broadest launch we had in the past, and it's the broadest launch on the market. So we have 2 COM-HPC and 3 COM-Express, and we are using also different kind of memories from solder down to LPCAMM2, new technology for ruggedized environments, for ruggedized applications, so customer can use it for different use cases, for different performance levels. And what is also interesting is that we have here also integrated an MPU of up to 180 TOPS. As also mentioned by Dominik, if you're walking around the exhibition, you see everywhere AI, artificial intelligence. It's not a new name, but now it's arrived at embedded industry. We have edge AI now. We have use cases. Also, the silicon vendors have integrated now MPU or artificial intelligence silicon capabilities in their SKUs. So it's easier to integrate, to operate. You don't need a separate card on it, which makes it easier to operate at the edge with lower space or constraints and power constraints. So this will help and drive the industry as well. Besides the Intel launch, we have also launched a new AMD. So AMD is committed again or committed back on embedded industry, on industrial industries. So it's the Embedded P100 Series we launched. You will find further product launches from AMD on the next months and next weeks from congatec. So we are also here broadening our portfolio, safe-grade products. It's a good commitment, full industrial grade. So here we have good customer feedback and market feedback. And also here you find this MPU integrated with on a lower performance level, but still sufficient to run several inference or physical AI applications at the edge. Qualcomm, high-performance ARM. So as mentioned also before, so congatec is focusing on modules, on high-performance modules, and Qualcomm with the Dragonwick platform. There's also good commitment on the embedded industrial industry, supported the Snapdragon to the Dragonwing portfolio, and here we have an easy integration, easy step for customers to move from an x86 platform towards an ARM-based platform. It's Windows and ARM is running. AMI is supporting it with bootloader and firmware, UEFI firmware on it. So customers can enable also now ARM for the systems and solutions in a much easier way as before. And of course, from the performance, also from the high performance, it's on the same level as the AMD before, and it's also a good entry on this edge AI environment. And we received a very big and great feedback from markets, from customers about this, and customers are really looking forward to using now this performance level on ARM at the edge. And we also, I think you can see it at our booth, we also integrated it in one of the systems and panel solutions from Kontron on the COM-HPC Qualcomm series. aReady on ARM. As mentioned before, we are porting our aReady IoT software stacks towards ARM. And first on the Qualcomm side, because it's easier for us to port it on the Windows side as well, but there's a second step, of course, to NXP and TI. So you can, of course, get these aReady IoT software stacks, this tech stack, which already developed, certified, and configured also on all of our modules. We will ship it, we will introduce it, and pre-qualify it and test it in the production, so customers can really leverage abroad our portfolio from these fully integrated tech stacks. He can save costs, he can save time for qualifying, for installing. It's ready to use, plug it in, boot it, and you can run it. Yeah. And now I want to hand over to Peter. Thank you.
Hello, also warm welcome from my side. So I'm Peter. Some still maybe know under the Kontron head, but now I'm congatec, and I'm happy to present you one of our new aReady tech stacks, as you already have heard, aReady Yours. So this is what we are launching this embedded world. Our idea with aReady Yours is to look into giving our customers a fast track to customer-specific designs. So aReady Yours is mainly about to extend the offering from standard product portfolio and standard software services to customization services. So what we want to do with aReady Yours is really to support our customer from a product idea through the product design itself, for sure. So doing a custom carrier or doing a custom specific board or module for you, even through the way ramping this product up to mass production. As we've already heard, some of our capabilities, how we do the local to local setup of a new product. And furthermore, it also will include the overall lifetime maintenance of the product. So we really want to cover this overall spectrum of a new product project. So yeah, as said, or in a summary, the goal is really to do a customized embedding computing platform from concept to the full rollout of the product to mass production. So now the question, how do we do this? You've just heard through the integration of Kontron's Jumptec group into congatec. Congatec could gain a lot more on design capabilities and design resources, which we for sure use to maintain or to extend our technology leadership for module standards, which we have for many years already, but we also want to use these extended capabilities to offer these customization services and support to our customers. And besides this board level customization I just talked about, we also want to go a step further to complete solution customization, though this means through our aReady Yours partner program, we want to offer our customers also supporting them in getting a complete solution or application done. So the idea here is congatec develops the board level product, so the CPU board. This is where we are good in, this is where we technology leader in. But for the system integration, so for the enclosure, for the system verification, validation, and also certification for certain markets, we work with our partners. So the partner will then take the overall responsibility for the full solution based on our CPU platform or board level platform. And yeah, as you could think, or as we've already heard, Kontron is this major partner, our first partner on this approach. Kontron is leading in many markets like avionics, transportation, defense, and for sure they can contribute extensive to make up these customer projects and make these successful. And yeah, I would hand over then to Michael from Kontron to get you more insights on Kontron itself. Thank you.
So hello and also welcome from my side, and thanks to our friends from congatec having me here and talk about it on our great partnership. First of all, first slide of Kontron. I'm sure all of you know us. I don't spend too much on this, but go into more details what we are doing together, which is a great partnership. We announced it SPS last year, November last year, that we join our forces together. The first step that we took after the SPS and after the deal was closed is for the aReady COM modules that we put our Kontron OS and our Kontron software on the platform from all congatec products. The reason for this is, or the rationale is, to be faster, to be CRA ready. You know, 27 is coming. Time is ticking. It's getting closer and closer. So we help each other with that, putting the software on the modules, not only for CRA compliance, but also to get IEC 62443 compliance, where you have to do a lot of work before in R&D and everything, and with this modular approach on the hardware and software, we can achieve that. So this first step we already did, successful. And now we are coming to the logical next step. After working together on the modules level with this software, the second thing is to work together on systems, especially on customized solutions. It is one reason also, or one big rationale why we did this partnership together with congatec. As we know, together we can be fast for customization and customized solutions. As you know, we have standard products based on modules, but a lot of usage for modules was in customized solutions. Reason being very simple. If you have to create a new system for a customer, the fastest way doing this is using a module with a customized carrier, so you have the basic platform for a customized solution. This was what Kontron always did in the past, and now with congatec, we are bringing this to the next level, adding also software and certification services on it, which we will do as Kontron. And you can already see, I mean, it's not only slideware that we show here. If you go to the congatec booth, you can see a first example where we have a Kontron panel with a Qualcomm congatec module in it. You see, we announced our partnership at not even half a year ago, and we have the first fruits being on the table. Touchable, tangible, it's already there. So it shows that these two companies working together can be very fast on the market for customized solution, And as Dominik said, we are from the big ones, the only ones in Europe who develop and produce products in Europe, but not only in Europe, also local for local in other countries. So the customer impact here is we can be very fast together. And this is a strength we want to use. As you know, today, customers don't have time for a year or more to have a solution ready. You have to be faster, especially in Europe. The requests are coming fast. You must have your solution ready very fast. And in this partnership, together we can do that. As said, the first demonstration is that we will have as Kontron a panel PC based on Qualcomm, which is based on a Qualcomm module. What do we as Kontron bring to the table in this partnership? It is several things. We know the vertical markets where the solution is designed for. We know we have this in-deep knowledge on railways or in green technologies like for electric vehicles or photovoltaic, also in medical, industrial, in defense avionics. In all these markets, we produce and develop systems and customized solutions. So we know exactly what certifications, what these markets need. This is what we bring to the table. We also take over the responsibility for the complete solution, for the system design. And with the help of our friends and partners from congatec, we can be very fast, as I said, to have these solutions on the table, as you can see what I said already at the congatec booth. And we have a long experience in all that markets. And I can only say, thanks to Dominik, Konrad, to Torsten and Peter, to all the congatec team, it really is a very good working together. It's not feeling when we work together as total different companies. We are more like colleagues, which makes us very fast and very flexible and realizing things. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael, as well. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Now it's the time to have your questions answered, if you have any. All right. So now, and before I end the press conference officially, I want to heartily welcome you and invite you to visit our booth, to have one-on-one talks with us, with the press side. Please contact Angela from our PR agency or come directly to the booth. We will have also, check the live presenters. We have interesting demos. We have Kontron Systems as an example of our collaboration. Talk to Peter on more details on aReady Yours. And join us on our happy hour starting at 5 p.m. And of course, also with our customization offerings now, get a personal engraved beer glass at our booth. And to have really the right final customization offering from congatec. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.